2nd and 10. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Williams to throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Special teams proving to be special. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Throwing, Williams. Escapes the pressure going right. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap. He's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Williams looking for a man. Throws it deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Shakes off the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. There he goes. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Sells the run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. Quickly to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
2nd and long here. Gonna run it. It's Hood. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Plows his way ahead to the 15. Might have a chance. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like every...
Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play fake, Williams. Rushes on, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Delayed handoff. It's Joyner. He put touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Williams throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Ready, go.
Williams on the play fake. He's got the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Right side, it's Williams. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guys...
And they will score! Touchdown, Texas A&M! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Set of downs going up top. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught. It's Thomas. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. finds his tight end. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Draw play, it's Joyner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Joyner. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shot.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Williams knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Williams will pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's against Warren. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the return, it's Miles. He smashes his way through again. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of this drive. They're all over him. Finds a man on the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes one. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got his man. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at Central Michigan taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Chippewas in front against this heavyweight of an opponent today. It's early still, but this one has the potential to really shake up the rankings.
They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Off play action on first down. Throws quickly. Oh, he's got some space. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Handoff, Joyner running left. They were all over it.
man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots, and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quick catch. Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Powers through the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle.
Makes the grab in their spin. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Throwing, Williams. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Between the hashes, it's Warren. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Norman. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 98 set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Williams under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Snowed under by the defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Williams fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Number 98 set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams unloads to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Shoots it to the left. The sure hands, it's Warren. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Williams will pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's caught downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside. It's good. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Got his man down the middle. He'll be dropped.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
22.
Snaps on 4th down. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the delay, it's Edwards. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's taking a deep shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. Turning it on. He now has 61 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Continues to fight for yards. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here's Williams to throw. That's it. A sack to end it as they finish off this win in style. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.